Well, hello, it's Maxine, Kaye, and Yoga with the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, early evening with a love note. So we're very happy to be with you, and it's been a lovely day. We had some really nice weather here today. Very, very nice. And even though the roofers were on the roof making noise all day, it was good noise, because that means that next wintertime, things are going to be dry the way they're supposed to be. So we're grateful for all those workers. We're grateful for the good work that they do and for a beautiful day in which they could do it and we could enjoy our lives as well. I've decided to share with you that when I was a very little girl, I had a few nicknames, but one of them apparently was my major nickname. They called me Boo Boo. And I thought that was kind of fun. I was Boo Boo. In fact, when I was tiny, I'm told that when I would meet someone for the first time, a friend of the family or a neighbor, and they would ask my name, I would say, "I a Boo Boo." Now, my parents and my older brothers thought that was hysterically funny because I was a surprise to my parents. And here came this little girl after the two older brothers, and my mother was sort of moving on out of childbearing age, but here I came. So there was this little joke that I knew nothing about at that time, fortunately, that when I'd say, "I a Boo Boo," they had a little something different in mind that they thought was hysterically funny. This is what I want to share about that. It didn't bother me, because I thought it was a nice little nickname, "I a Boo Boo." Boo Boo. I mean, it's kind of a cute name to call a kid, isn't it? There's a great difference between making a mistake and being a mistake. I've made my share of boo-boos, haven't you? But I am whole, complete, and perfect because I came right out of the mind and the life and the heart of God, just like you. And most of the mistakes that I would call mistakes that I have made over my life have brought me good lessons, gifts, some kind of good learning. And so it's hard to call them the mistakes, isn't it, if we've gained from them. Oh, certainly, there are many things I would not choose to do again, but I did those things. I thought those thoughts. I expressed those feelings, and it might not have been the highest and the best at the time, but I did gain from them. But even then, think of the times that you have done something other than what you would have really chosen to do. Did you not gain from it? And usually the gain comes when we're willing to ask the question, what has this come to teach me? What am I learning here? What would I choose to do differently next time? Then that is a blessing. If I have learned enough to do it differently next time, then I cannot complain about it being a mistake. I made a boo-boo. You know, I dropped it on the floor and it went jam and jelly and peanut butter side down. You know, it was Will Rogers, I believed, who said that we should laugh at ourselves at least once before 10 o'clock every morning. Well, my friends, let me tell you, I never have a problem with that. I love laughing at myself. It shifts the whole energy, doesn't it? It just keeps us from going into a little rabbit hole. We're going, "Oh my God, why did you do that?" No, let's be light with ourselves. Let's just have fun. You know, if I make a boo-boo, I'd like to just smile about it and keep it light, knowing the whole time that I am very much on purpose. That I and none of us is a mistake. Not one of us. Every single one of us is required for the whole balance of this world and universe. We all came for the living, loving presence of God. We are all impeccably, beautifully perfect. On the deepest level of our hearts and souls, we are whole, we are complete, we are divine. So let's go ahead and make some mistakes and laugh about them. Let's have boo-boos without being a boo-boo. And yet, you know, I still laugh about myself being a boo-boo. So think about some mistakes. You call them mistakes you may have made over your life. And I'd love to hear about those, especially the ones where you realized it wasn't a mistake after all, because you became more compassionate, wiser, more understanding, more savvy, and you turned it around. So if there's such an experience you've had, put it in the comments box. I would love to see that, okay? Well, yoga and I have other things to do this evening, but I can't imagine doing anything that's more important than just being with you. But, you know, as they say, I don't believe it, but they say all good things must come to an end, or they mustn't. They just become gooder. And so we have an opportunity to cherish each moment and to look forward to the next one and see what we're going to be up to next. Well, I'll tell you what you're going to be up to tomorrow, and that is you're going to get a love note from Reverend Mike. Won't that be great? And he'll probably have Miss Yoga with him too, because she is our co-star. Actually, she is the star. We just sort of get to hang out with her. And we'll see you Sunday morning, those of you who would like to tune in at 10:30 for our live stream, which is cslphilly.org. That's the website. You can go to access it. Just get on that link. And you can also use that link to look at that same Sunday morning celebration later on if you can't be there at 10:30. And you can look at archived love notes and live streams that we've done in the past. Reverend Mike and I just love to be able to continue to connect with you even when we're not right here at the camera speaking to you at that moment. And the great news is that 2 weeks from Sunday, on June 27th, 2021, we are reopening. We are coming back to our beloved center. And yes, we'll continue the live streaming. We'll give everybody an opportunity to come be with us any way that works for them. So put that on your calendar and be ready to come in and greet your friends that you may not have seen for quite a while. This is going to be a very, very, very special Sunday morning. So come and be with us, and thank you for all of your beautiful contributions to keep us alive and well during this time. And that's a good thing, isn't it, Yoga? We love you. We'll see you real soon. Bye for now.